Well, we're more than a few games into the year. How much do we know about this year's rookie class, Grant?
Well, it's still early. We have to remember we might be a half year into a decade-plus career for some of these guys. So I think it's best to reserve judgment for now. An NBA career is a marathon.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Tobias Harris out there with George Niang. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon. Then it's Maxey. And it's Harden in at the point guard position. And not too long ago, MP hit a milestone in his career. His first ever Player of the Month award.
And you know, that honor is all. You've got to play at a high level for weeks at a time. Physically and mentally, that's a big challenge.
And we got another sign of what kind of career MP could have right in front of him. He just won another Rookie of the Month award.
So impressive. And it's his maturity and poise that's most impressive. He's a rookie who plays like he's been in the league forever.
Now here's Harden. Consistent production from him, averaging just over 26 a game. Out to the right wing. Here's Dedmon. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched. When you think of the 76ers, Richard, they've had so many Hall of Fame players.
Allen Iverson sticks out to me. Growing up, I loved watching AI play. And then when I entered into the league, I was competing against them. If you grew up in the 90s or 2000s, AI was the guy that just kind of changed everything for you.
Now here's Brooks. The three ball. And there's Jackson on the assist by Brooks. Jackson's got 6. The 76ers have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. To the paint. Here's Maxey. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
Capable of playing either guard position. Harden's sense for when his teammates are open is ridiculous.
Connects from downtown.
I just love the ball movement.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Pass to Maxey. Launches it. The shot won't fall. And Memphis taking it the other way now. They want to keep rolling here following a win against Minnesota.
And it's just so hard to stop them when they're scoring at that level. They were efficient and didn't let up at all.
Coaches love that kind of showing offensively, especially on the road.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Reverses. Pass to Niang. The three. The rebound by Jackson. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
They showed so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break of mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
Pass to Jackson. Good, and the setup by Moran. 18 points for him.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And Philadelphia calls time here. Well, Richard, it's hard.
This could be the...
Philadelphia shooting about 47%. A nice number. Taking a look at Philadelphia. James Harden out there with Shake Milton. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. Then there's George Niang. And it's Dedmon in at the center position.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
Jackson outside. Oh, trying his luck from deep. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep. And the endorsement deals keep coming in for MP. Latest news is he'll be the face of Mobile One for their next marketing push.
And that's a smart move by Mobile One. They can see that MP's stock is starting to take off, and they got in early.
Oh, that has to hurt if you're the defense. Harden getting fancy with the can.
And how about our AT&T 5G Slam Cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. There's Jackson with the 3. And how about that? 8 for 9 now.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Outside Milton. Pass to Dedmon. Milton against Bain. Milton no good.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Jackson for three. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. They're getting their first look of the season at the Grizzlies in this one.
We see these teams face off only twice a year. Last year, each won one.
And who knows, if you want to look all the way ahead to the finals, it's possible these teams could see each other there. So both teams looking to make a statement in their first meeting of the season.
And it's Maxey missing.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, B.A. Well, Joel Embiid drawing comparisons to some legendary big men. He said, quote, "I want to be mentioned as one of the greats. That's my goal. And obviously being a Hall of Famer. But you've got to take step by step, one day at a time. It's going to take a lot of work, and I'm willing to put it in." Guys?
He's well on his way, Allie. Thanks. There's Jackson with the three. That shot off. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. To the middle. Here's Maxey. And that one's good.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Memphis has got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the three-point line in the second. Jackson, pass to Bain. Back to Jackson. Let's go with a three. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Well, you figured the advertising offers would come rolling in for MP. He'll be the new face of Kia in their NBA campaign.
And I'll tell you what, not a bad face to have in the world of endorsements. MP is getting better each day, and sponsors are taking notice.
The 76ers have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Milton passes to Dedmon. Back to Milton. Brooks with the rebound.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days. The debate about Shake Milton's true position is still going on. Point guard, wing, everybody's got an opinion.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight, and with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
Time called here. The 76ers decide. Pretty lopsided game through the first half. Grizzlies out in front, up 19. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And I also want to announce our Performer of the Month. After careful consideration, the committee has picked Ernie Johnson.
What, you mean you picked you? I want an investigation now, Ernie.
Okay, one second. I'm just hearing this through my earpiece. Committee rejects any appeal. I win. And now let's look back on that first half of play, one that has not been pretty for the 76ers.
And they were gunning a little too much from downtown. They can't afford to become dependent on that shot. They got to compete the consistent way. I like to see them mix it up more in the second half.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Philadelphia shooting the ball at 48% so far. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Jackson out there with Ja Morant. And it's Brooks in at the three, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And a foul called on the wing.
First personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Philadelphia.
There aren't many like Giannis.
That is so true, B.A. Good luck with that, team executives. But reality, look, With the way the NBA game has evolved, positionless basketball is what it's all about. You combine that with size, skill, and talent, that's a dangerous combination, and that's what every team needs.
Morant, pass to Jackson. Good, and the setup by Morant. Morant's got his 5th assist in this one.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
Here's Harden. On the take, and slammed it home, and a foul.
What? Come on, Rev. That's a
Jaren Jackson picks one up.
Brilliant move by Harden against the foul, getting the whistle and the bucket.
I'll tell you what, a lot can be said about the contract Harden took to stay in Philly. He took less than what he commanded to help the team sign depth and rotation players. A very big gesture from Harden, showing just how much he wants to win in Philly.
Oh, Brooks with the steal. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Jackson, the pass to Jackson. Oh, he tries a 3. That's good from Jackson. On the assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 38 points. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Morant against Harden. Pass to Niang. To the inside. Harris's shot is good. Harris has got 4 points in the quarter.
We're used to seeing Harris from the outside, but Tobias, he can step up. He's got the size to do some work down low.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
Yeah, taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the defense and made them pay.
Harden, the pass to Harris. On the wing, Harden, pounded by Morant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Harris. The three-pointer off the mark.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Jackson outside. Here's the 3. Good! Another from 3.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely looking to shoot as much as possible. The 76ers have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Up top, Harden, pounded by Morant. Harris outside. There's the 3. They get it back. Here's Dedmon. Good on the shot. Dedmon's got his first points in this one.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Jackson for 3. And again for 3.
He just continues to rate it on.
Timeout call for Philadelphia. On your defense, here it comes.
The 76ers decide to talk it over. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Clark is checked in for Adams. Bain comes in for Brooks. And it's Jones in for Morant. And the 76ers will have a different look here. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Dedmon. McDaniels comes in for Harris. Melton, he's checked in for Maxey. And Milton subbed in for Harden. Memphis has gotten 4 threes to fall out of 5 attempts here in the third. Well, whenever you bring up the 76ers, you instantly think of Joel Embiid.
Oh, no question. He's the face of this franchise. Embiid is as good as anyone in the league. Off the floor, Joel is willing to take the blame when things don't go right. That's who you want as a leader.
And here's Memphis. They're on a 17-7 run. Here's Clark. And he banks in the layup. Clark's gotten his second bucket.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Harrell, no good.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Here's Jackson. Shot from the low post is good.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Harrell finds McDaniels. Here's Niang. And here is Harrell. Clark covers. The jump hook. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
A deep 3 from MP. Good! Another from 3.
The parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
And that latest triple ties him for second for most threes in a game. What a monster performance from deep it's been. Here's Milton. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. MP way outside. And it's Niang with the rebound. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Harrell. From deep, Melton. Can't hit that one. At the end of the 3rd quarter, a huge lead.
Your Grizzlies, 74. The 76ers, 42. Your Grizzlies, substitution on the court. Shooting for Philadelphia.
Don't let up, MP. Don't let up.
And so it's the Grizzlies taking...
And your Grizzlies win. Your Grizzlies 100. The 76ers 68. Thanks for coming out to support your team. Make sure to get home safely. And we'll see you at the next play of the game.
Hold on. Let's start my man Nate Dogg right here.
Yo, congrats on winning your first Player of the Month award, man.
Haha, thanks, Nate. Appreciate it.
How does it feel to be actually recognized as an individual?
Man, Nate, man, I ain't even gonna lie to you. That thing feel good, man. Like, it feels great. You know, when I got here, there was a lot of doubts. A lot of people talking about who wasn't here, who could have been in my spot, but, I didn't let that affect me. Once, people saw me on the court, I knew, the chatter would stop from there.
So tell me, do you feel like you're, winning over the fan base now?
Yeah, I definitely feel that, I mean, what else they want from me? I'm out here giving everything I got, to get this team to the playoffs. These fans see that, and they appreciate it. At least I think they appreciate it,
Yeah, I think they do, man. Congrats.
Thanks, man. All right, cool. I think I'm done. You guys have a good night.
Southern California. Sometimes.
About game time. Game time.
No question that both these squads have a bright future, Brent. Their lineups are brimming with talented young players.
So good, so young, and still hungry. But the best thing about it, Kevin, is that they're continuing to improve. And so they're making all the right steps in the right direction.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. Jackson is out there with Morant. And it's Brooks in at the 3 spot.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Brooks outside. There's Jackson with the 3. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Oh, smart dish there by Brooks to a wide open man, getting him the assist and his team some needed points.
Brooks with it. Now defended by Adams. And Duren slams it in.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Jackson. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
And don't forget, his dad played in the NBA as well. So Jackson probably grew up getting bumped all the time trying to score in the backyard.
Burks. It's rebounded by Memphis. And this is their first time matched up with the Pistons this year.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
Sort of representative of how they each finished the season. One a playoff team, the other on the outside looking in. I think things may play out the same way this year, too.
Diallo finds Burks. Here's Duren. Cunningham left side. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Jackson from long range. And the 3 ball is good. Jackson's got 9 points.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
Burks with it. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Bridges outside. Off target from 3-point range. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Durant, and it's Memphis with another.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
The Pistons have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And Greg, beyond the lottery picks, this Pistons team has a lot of young players looking to make a name for themselves.
Second-round picks are guys let go by their first team. There's an underdog quality to the roster. Guys hungry to prove they belong.
Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Burks. No good, unable to end this run.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get closer. They weren't.
Jackson gets the bucket.
And it just seems that every pass they make.
That'll be a Pistons timeout.
Enjoy it now, because it's going to waste soon.
Here for the Pistons. Marvin Bagley's checked in for Duran. Stewart comes in for Diallo. Ivy's checked in for Alec Burks. And Hayes subbed in for Cade Cunningham. Now, here's Ivy. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Here's Ivy. Back to Bagley. That shot is off. Some solid defense from Clark. Jackson in the corner. Launches it. That shot misses. And it's Detroit the other way. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Yeah, you saw the communication breakdowns defensively. Just giving up way too many.
And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Pistons. It's a 13-point game. That's game one of a 3-game road trip. So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. Jackson is out there with Desmond Bain. And it's Adams in at the 5 down low. On the wing, Jackson over Cunningham. Jackson misses. And, well, Detroit shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end. Here's Ivy, and he drives in. The Grizzlies pull it in. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
I like their aggressiveness in that one. No one's going to give you anything. You've got to go out and take it.
Yeah, and going back and watching that game, there was not one spot on the floor that they did not own.
Passes to Cunningham. And Cunningham with the slam.
Yeah, a natural scorer. Ivy is developing into a tremendous playmaker.
And, Brett, what about the play of Cunningham?
Well, he had a solid first year in the league, especially with the added pressure of being the #1 pick. Kind of a tough situation playing in Detroit for a team that's exploring a lot of young talent. So not only do you have to perform, you have to find a way to lead. And I think the expectations around Cade Cunningham were fulfilled for the Detroit Pistons.
Bagley with a screen on Bain. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got it.
Jackson Jr. First personal foul.
Jay Ivey gives you on the court. He works so hard to find ways to get involved and prove he belongs here.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Morant's checked in. Jackson kicks to Jackson. Memphis moving it around. There's the lob to the hoop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. One-on-one here. Jackson gets the bucket.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Pistons trail by 18. Cunningham looking it over. Fades away. That shot off the mark. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Jackson from long range. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Cunningham's shot is off.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Sinks the triple.
So far, he's a can't-miss player. A superb scorer who plays to his strength.
Pass to Ivy. They need this. The rebound by Steven Adams. For Memphis, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Jackson finds Jackson. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time.
along with an almost entire new group here. Stewart's checked in for Bagley. Miles Bridges comes in for Diallo. Alec Burks checked in for Ivy. And Hayes subbed in for Cade Cunningham. Now we know the players enjoyed the rest they get during All-Star Weekend. But Greg, do you think it should be moved to later in the season?
I like how the current format splits up the season, but it seems more fair to hold an All-Star towards the end of the season so that voters get it.
So it's the Memphis Grizzlies, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Right back at...
Welcome. First up on the agenda tonight, let's see how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up.
You know, Jeff Owens has really impressed me, guys. I mean, because he plays beyond his years. He's smart, he makes good decisions, and you expect that from a veteran.
I absolutely agree with you, Kenny. For the first time ever, hard to believe this guy's a rookie.
And now looking at that first half, what an impressive performance. And that about wraps it up.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
We've got Durham. Miles Bridges is out there with Hamidou Diallo. Then there's Alec Burks, and it's Cunningham in at the one. They're the group for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And they might be down big, but you'd love the mentality he has to go at defenders and just keep attacking.
Burks against Jackson. From past the arc. They get it back. That shot off.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
And it's Cunningham with the ball for Detroit. And a minute played as the second half gets going. To the paint. And Duran slams it in.
So much rarity in a wing or big guard like Cade to have that kind of vision. He's special.
Well, you look at the counting numbers for Cade Cunningham. He fills up a stat sheet. The key for him moving forward, though, efficiency.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Six to shoot. Detroit needs to get off a shot here. Burks' shot is good. And you talk about Cade's efficiency. Greg on a struggling team, that can be a challenge.
Yeah, without great shooters around him, he's forced into taking tough shots or turnovers. And as the team improves, though, I think the percentages should come around.
Cunningham left side. And the pass to Diallo. That three off the mark. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. There's Jackson with the three. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 5 assists tonight.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Pass to Bridges. Bridges sets the screen for Cunningham. From 11 feet away, that one off the back iron and out. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Connects again from distance. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Pass to Burks. Teardrop shot. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Cunningham dishes it to Bridges. Here's Burks. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Burks has got 6.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Jackson from long range. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Baseline jumper. Cunningham's shot is off.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together. Here's the ball like that.
Burks for 3. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet. When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
40 seconds left in the third. Down low, here's Bridges. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. He has 5.
Not only a jump shooter, Bridges also dependable at knowing how to get it done inside.
And again for 3.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep. Inside, stolen by Brooks. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Burks against Jackson. Off target with his 3. Tries from 16. Got a piece of it. And so it's the Memphis.
At the end of the third quarter, with the score, your Pistons and 4, the Grizzlies.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win.
That's the end of the game. Fans, make sure you get home safely. We enjoyed having you here with us tonight and look forward to seeing you at our next game.
Any additional motivation in this one? You look like you reached an extra gear out there.
I wouldn't say I had any extra motivation, but I did get a look at the teammate grade, and it backs up what you're saying. You know, it was definitely one of my best games of the season.
Now, you've mentioned teammate grades a couple of times recently. How important are they for your self-evaluation?
Well, listen, man, I'm a full-fledged believer in what this organization is doing with analytics. And the cool thing is it trickles down to everything that we do. Even our marketing department,
You've mentioned analytics and Freddie Novak quite a bit recently. Is that your way of giving a vote of no confidence to Atilla Akpem?
Hey, man, my parents always told me not to say nothing if I have nothing good to say, so I'm gonna zip my lips on this, you know. But the things I do decide to talk about, those are the things that I do feel good about.
Which means you don't feel good about your relationship with Mr. Akpem.
I wouldn't necessarily say that. I'm just excited by what's happening on the cutting edge.
Look, these exploits and breakdowns and perimeter.
saw you on 2K TV, boss. Was Chris
What's the
Manning
latest?
as nice as he
Nate
seems in
White
person?
just dropped with potential trade details. There's mixed reaction on social.
Yeah, he just went on Top Takes Daily to talk about it. I mean, I got it all queued up if you want to check it out. All right, let's do it.
So basically what I'm hearing right now is that Athala Akpin is considering offering MP and 3 first-round picks in exchange for Shep Owens. But, I mean, the organization is obviously, this like internal debate about whether the price is actually too.
Okay, I'm confused. Because what is this part about Phil overruling Athala? Well,
Athala has been using Nate to leak his agenda to the press.
right.
So it's time. This is awful.
I know what that means. Let me get that.
Slow your roll. I might just like to pretend I'm an astronaut.
Yo, these trade rumors are wild.
I ain't losing sleep over it.
Nor should you, okay? You are good in any hood.
Yeah, that's right. You know what? And it is kind of funny that the so-called Mr.
So basically what I'm hearing right now is that Athala Akpin is considering offering MP and 3 first-round picks in exchange.
Good, MP.
In the organization is like, see them run.
The middle part of the season can present some unique challenges. Grant, how do you maintain your focus as a player?
Well, it can be tough. It can be really challenging because it is such a long season. You ultimately have to keep your eyes on the prize. And, of course, veterans know hard work now pays off later. protect your record and start building late-season momentum.
All right, now let's check out the starters for the Miami Heat. Lowry and Hero are the backcourt. Max Strus is out there with Caleb Martin. And it's Adebayo in at the 5, roaming the paint. Well, it was announced MP once again winning Player of the Week. Another feather in his cap in what has been a strong season.
And it shows how dominant MP can be for stretches. There was nobody in the league that could slow him down that last week.